Hello everyone, sadly I have to freaking project my voice because if I don't, the stupid mic will be like, oh man, I can't freaking hear you man. But anyways, we're doing Goosebumps. This most likely will be the last one I'm going to do on Goosebumps for quite a while. And this actually will be talking about the sequel, or at least maybe does it have a franchise in the makings. I think I might have to do another one just in case because there's some copyright stuff I might have to look up and see what's going on there. But anyways, we got freaking what if there was a freaking sequel? How in the world would they make the sequel happen? So there's a few ways of how to make the sequel happen, and it'll be kind of easy, but on the other hand, it'll be so like, dude, that's stupid as frick. But it will work. It technically will work. So, and I don't even know why. I don't even know why on this one, but I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have enough storage. But here it goes. I'll do with the first one first, and then I'm going to talk about the whole storage part second. First things first, it's a sequel, just be freaking Invisible Boy. And I think actually will work with the second idea too. But anyways, the Invisible Boy has his revenge like he says he does. And no idea, maybe they'll just make it into an actual just Goosebumps like episode, but it can be dolled up as a movie. So you have the Invisible Boy just going rampant and crazy. And the only way to stop him is basically he has to write another story. So that kind of sounds lacking. That's the messed up part. It's like that kind of sounds lacking. I think they just did that out of pure, it's a twist. So technically, it shouldn't actually have a conclusion the way it should be. And even if there's going to be a conclusion, chances are, I bet the conclusion will actually be in book form that they're going to release very shortly. Actually, it was released in August 25th, to be precise. So if you're able to pick up that book, go ahead and pick up that book and see what happens with a freaking Invisible Boy, which I bet chances are he's going to write another story and he traps him in the book. I wonder what happens if you trap him in a book and then throw it in the fire. I am interested and wonder what happened to that. Does that mean the monsters are destroyed if he actually throws the book in the fire itself? That is a good question. Another thing I should have added in, which I guess I'm not going to add it in here. I'm most likely going to put in annotations where the Anna video. But anyways, what we got here is something very interesting. It's the second one, the sequel part, is that notice the fact that in the first Goosebumps, which like I told you in the trailer was like, you know all the weaknesses of Goosebumps, all the Goosebumps monsters? Yeah. They never used that. They never used that concept whatsoever. So what if, yet again, they pulled another one of those that we didn't even know it? They're gonna freaking pull the freaking carpet out of our freaking feet and slip us right to the floor, like Slappy did in the third one, I think. But anyways, the real thing is this: is what if those weren't actually all the monsters? What if those were only all the monsters that was in that certain bookshelf? Yeah, that's right. What if, like for instance, Monster Blood was a no-show? By my thoughts, Monster Blood was a no-show unless I get a very good 1080p picture where I'm able to check out all the monsters and pull them all out. But for me personally, it's like, yeah, Monster Blood is missing. The Masked Mutant is missing. Deep Trouble is missing. I put a lot of people who are missing in. Oh yeah, the freaking bunny that actually turned out to be a magician, he's missing, but I bet he might be in a crowd somewhere. But we'll have no hint of him actually being there. There's lots of people who are missing. So what if the missing monsters actually are in another bookshelf or in storage somewhere? You actually just have those books in a box somewhere, and well, he didn't take those boxes out, and he most likely will just keep them hidden. And what if, and this is where Invisible Boy come in, is what if Invisible Boy actually listens in where R.L. Stine stupidly says, or heck, when they were looking down in the basement somewhere, or something like that, and he actually listens in and watches as if they actually did the following of they found the box with more books in it, more locked books like Monster Blood's in there and everyone else is in there, and they actually are. And Invisible Boy's like, And this also brings the idea of what happens to all the duplicates. This also brings the idea too. It's like Night of the Living Dummy. You just had that book. It didn't have 3 Slappies, right? So what if Slappy's not truly dead because he has the second book, the third book, and who knows what they would do with Goosebumps 2000 or Give Me Goosebumps or Pick Your Goosebumps book, you know, that other one. And then you also have the newest ones, and also you have the newest 2, the Horrorland one, and also so what if for the next one they up the ante? The next one they up the ante. Not only that, but they actually figure out a way to do something. So the idea would just be this, is that Invisible Boy, for some reason, well, how about we find out that R.L. Stine not only was able to create monsters, but he was able to create scary places as well, and also scary objects, which makes sense, right? Because of the cuckoo clock, the freaking Doom Say Cheese camera, and the shrunken head, and there's most likely many more. What if we're able to get those, but this time he was able to use Horrorland? Yeah, so Horrorland is actually a place within a book they was able to absorb. So let's say he goes to the freaking old abandoned place, you know, the old abandoned place, and he opens that Horrorland book, and the Horrorland book just engulfs that whole entire place and turned it into Horrorland. Not only that, but he also included the dead house in there, but I think they already had the dead house in the freaking movie, so that book's already destroyed. And, well, technically it's incarcerated. So not only that, but I guess technically, which I don't even know how it works. Maybe The Invisible Boy was still the old book, but there's still a book with everyone in it, but it's still kind of the crap of it's a rehash. And most likely he has the book somewhere very, very safe where no one can reach it. Which is, yeah, that makes sense, right? So instead, you'll just basically just have a new amount of books that are being used. So, of course, yes, I know what it sounds like and looks like. The horrible crap of, but that's not all of the monsters you guys used. You didn't use all the monsters. And it's like, well, yeah, it makes sense. So they split it in half. They used 31 monsters in one, and they're going to use 31 in another. Well, actually, no, they're going to split it half even more. So it's going to be split 3 ways, I guess. So technically, if they use their cards right, you're able to use maybe 20 per movie. Well, technically, it's more than 20, most likely 22. They have 2 left over, so they can use that anywhere they want. But I think if they wanted to, they could just split it in half and then use those. And then if they want to go into Goosebumps 2000, then you have that. And then, so they have a big sequel or big franchise they can actually do if they actually play their cards right. Of course, yes, you'll have Slappy yet again. The interesting part would be this, is that, oh wait, that was the first book. Never mind. I was going to say, oh, they can use Mr. Wood, but no. The first book already was used, so... So they're able to summon him the second time and the third time, and I don't know how it works. I really don't know how it could actually work, so... We'll just find out. As for a sequel, could it be possible that a sequel can happen? I would say it'll only happen if number 1 we'll see number 1 movie in the universe or worldwide or something like that. So if you're able to get the movie in number 1, and then the fans, all you fans out there who actually love the movie or love Goosebumps, you all freaking yell very, very loudly because, well, Sony. This is Sony. Sony already listened to the fans when it came to Spider-Man, so why not continue to listen to the fans when it comes to Goosebumps? So, if you guys want a sequel, you better yell very, very loud like you did with Amazing Spider-Man 2, or like the fans of Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yell very loudly. Tell them, hey, we want a sequel. We want a sequel. And most likely you could get it. Other hand, we don't really know. I don't even know what Rob Letterman actually said about could there be a sequel. Right now, we're just going to have to wait. But anyways, I think this will actually conclude the Goosebumps run of this week. So anyways, tell me what you guys think. And if there could be a sequel, what do you think could be used by that sequel? I would say one thing is, I think the best person, like for instance, I know it's going to be a rehash again. It might be a little bit of a rehash. The Invisible Boy is the freaking boss man. Well, technically, if you think about it, if he really Slappy, then it's like, oh, frick, because, well, then you're going to have a. That would be kind of interesting. Yeah, you have Invisible Boy and Slappy fighting for control, fighting for who gets to do what. Yeah. Not only that, but this Slappy, as you can see, this Slappy is different from the other Slappy because he has no recollection of what happened to the first Slappy. So that's all I gotta say on that part. Is that if you do have the second book, that Slappy won't even know. He won't even know what happened. All he'll know is that he wants revenge. Well, he wants to have revenge the same way Slappy did before. So it's unknown what's gonna happen. Chances are it will be kind of funny. It's just the fact of the Invisible Boy will most likely use two. He'll have two trump cards. First, he'll have the Monster Blood, the original book, and he'll use that. That's just like the Blob. And then after after the Monster Blood is defeated, then he'll throw freaking Slappy out there, and it's like, oh damn. Oh damn, he called Slappy out again. Oh damn, Slappy versus R.L. Stein, round 2. Oh damn. Well, anyways, happy Halloween. Have a good, scary Halloween. And tell me what you guys think.